Hello, my name is Sayla Morales. I am a benefits coordinator here at Cal Poly Pomona, and I will be introducing one of our guest speakers as well as talking about our partnership with the American Heart Association. On April 9th, we will be conducting a virtual walk, and you are all welcome to join us in stretching our legs, getting some much needed fresh air, and supporting the American Heart Association. Our guest speaker, his name is Saida Luna, and she is one of our Cal Poly Pomona alumni, as well as one of my personal heroes and aunt. She will be discussing her journey with cardiomyopathy, as well as we hope that this inspires you if you are going through something similar or have a family member that suffers with heart disease.
Hi, my name is Saida Luna. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here today and taking the time to listen to my story. Also, I want to thank the Benefits Department at Cal Poly Pomona for inviting me to this presentation and giving me the opportunity to present my story, which, as I mentioned to my niece when she asked me, I never thought that, my story needed to be told. But once she told me that when I share my story with her and it gave her encouragement, I was actually very pleased, and I was so happy to know that if I could help anyone feel encouraged or have hope, that I would be honored to do it. So again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do this for Cal Poly Pomona, which is my alma mater by by chance as well. So also, I want to make sure to start saying that I want to thank and recognize that all that I went through and everything that happened to me has been a blessing. And thanks to God and the blessing and the knowledge that He gave to the doctors that develop all the processes that allowed me to be here, it's amazing and so blessed for me and for them and for everyone who is taking advantage of what we can do now thanks to the technology that has been developed. So my story starts when I was 14 years old. I was perfectly healthy. I never had any issues. And then all of a sudden, within 1 week, I get sick, extremely tired, just running out of battery. And so nobody knew what it was. And about 6 months into this illness and this feeling of unwell and unrest, finally the doctors at the LA Children's Hospital found out that I had an enlarged heart. And one of the reasons why it was so hard to determine is because at that time, this illness really was known for people who was older or drank a lot, which I had neither one of those. Believe it or not, I was not a drunk at 14 years old. So with that said, this was 6 months of back and forth into the hospitals where the doctors kept me alive by medication and machines, and I was on the brink of that basically. So in April 14th of 1988, I got my first heart transplant after going through a lot of difficult situations. And to tell you the truth, I think because I was so young, it wasn't really something that I really knew that was happening to me. I felt very sick, but it never crossed my mind that I was about to die. My mom, my family really are the ones who were the most affected at that time emotionally. But God gives us the strength to go through a lot of things and to find the strength to keep moving on. So with my mom's help and God's help, I was able to go through that first phase of this whole new life, this whole new opportunity that was given to me. So that first time, I was in the first 100 at UCLA where the heart transplant happened. So it was very new. Everything was very new. Anyone coming into my room had to be full-on suits. the hat, the surgical mask, everything, and just to go in to see me, right? So it's pretty incredible how technology has moved forward as to what it is at this time, right? But anyway, so I was in the hospital for about 2 months before I was able to get out. And the first few weeks, I think, were the hardest ones. I don't remember a lot of that. It's erased from my memory. But after that, after the first 2 weeks, it's like waking up in day and night. I was extremely ill, couldn't even talk, couldn't sleep, to I'm 100% well, I can do everything. So very, very thankful and blessed that I was able to have that first transplant. From then on, you know, the doctors tell you, follow this eating habits, take your medication, and for 25 years, I was able to keep very healthy and happy regarding my heart. Never, I had a few issues, nothing major, and if I did was because I didn't take my medication exactly as I was told. But anyways, that's, you know, another story. So 2010, I was told that I was gonna need another heart. This was actually told to me probably 7 or 8 years before, that eventually you have to have another heart. They told me that the lifespan of a heart, it's about 10 years. And with God's help, I was able to extend that to 25 years, just following the doctor's information, making sure that I took my medication, that I was healthy enough, and just a normal life, just like everybody else. You know, try to eat as healthy as possible, take your medicine when told, go see your doctor. And with that, I was able to extend my first heart transplant to 25 years. So in 2011, they put me on the list for a heart transplant again. This time it was so different. The first time I'm in the hospital extremely ill. Second time I'm working and I'm doing everything. I started to feel a little bit tired again, but nothing incredible, nothing out of the ordinary. So when they call me and I'm at work and they say, hey, we have a heart for you, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So I went ahead and told my boss at that time, you know, they call me and I have to go get another heart transplant. So I left, I drove to the hospital, went in, and the thing, right? The thing we think when things like that are happening. I had just bought this amazing boots. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get to wear them for a long time because they're high heel and I won't be able to wear high heels. So anyways, I had my second heart transplant 1 week before Thanksgiving of 2012. So now it's gonna be 10 years next year. It's been 9 years since that second transplant, and again, things are working perfectly. I am very thankful for the opportunity that I have had. It's been hard, it's been a struggle. You have to work hard at everything that you want. You have to put everything that you have to make things work out for the best. You can't just lay back and think, oh, that's it, I can't do this anymore. It's all about how much you put into it, where you put your faith, and know that there is something there that will help you. Your family, your friends, your doctors, there will always be someone to help you get through anything that you have to get through. So again, this is an amazing opportunity to be able to share with you my little life story. I hope this helps someone. I hope this encourages someone. And I hope that I can help anyone any way I can. If you feel you want to reach me, please feel free to reach out through Cal Poly department, and I'll be happy to give any information I can. Thank you. Have a good day.